Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is now 24 minutes after 1 p.m. Central, 24 minutes after 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Now, I want to add this to the stream because I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I wanted to get in the description and show you how to uh, actually build a team using Facebook groups. I know Facebook groups got a lot of noise in there, but if you've got the right offer, and here's another key that somebody, some of these gurus have been borrowing the tip from me. I've been using this for about 10 years. When you own the group, you're the admin, you're basically a dictator, okay? You own the group. You can do practically anything you want to do. All right. While you're here, do me a favor. Check out the description above the video here on Facebook. If you're on one of the groups on Facebook or a page, check out the caption above the video live. Like it, give it some love, share it with your friends, share it out. It helps the algorithms if you give it some love, give it the hearts. Make comments, ask questions. Okay. If you're on YouTube, scroll down underneath and click the like button. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel because we are broadcasting live to 7 of my channels on Facebook and 1 of my channels over on YouTube. I'm going to show you what you can do, okay, if you own the group, all right? Yesterday, I helped a friend of mine set up this group called A1 Crypto, Helium, Bitcoin, Ethereum, HNT, BTC, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. I use the old Yellow Pages, how do you say, strategy, how they, if you wanted to get listed at the top of Yellow Pages, you went, AAA Asphalt or A1 Asphalt or something like that. You went just like this, A1, and then you would come up in the top of the feed when somebody was to do a search for, your company. Well, here we're kind of using the same philosophy. When you own your group, all right, you have control over whether it's public like this one, where anybody can go in there and post and join without moderation. It's kind of a free-for-all. After a while, when you see it start growing, right now we set this up yesterday. It's got 8 members. I did invite a few people. I put it up on my timeline and invited people to come over and join, okay? So if you're into affiliate marketing, MLM, Bitcoin, Helium, cryptocurrencies of any sort, Ethereum, whatever, okay? Cardano, Doge, whatever you're doing, you're welcome over here. Come over here and join this group. If you need the link, is facebook.com/groups/A1 crypto. Okay, that's it. I'll put it over here in the comments for you. So if you guys need it, there it is. Come back over here to my timeline and let me reload my timeline so that I can actually see that this video is playing. Okay. Let me go back over here because I'm on my home page feed. Let me go back to my timeline here. There we go. And we are watching a replay here. I'm not going to turn on the sound. Okay. So if you want, I'll just put that right there. You can go over to this group. And you'll see this image right here. Okay. That image right there. All right. So you're welcome to join. Now, here's one of the tips that I was pointing out to Tony yesterday, that, you know, you want to be careful when you post in groups. If you've got a website that is using the Add This tool, like this one, you can come up and you can click on that Facebook or Twitter. You can post to LinkedIn. They've got others that you can get into. If you have an embedded open graphics, social share image in your website, it'll pop up with your description, okay? You can post that to your news feed and your story, or you can come down here and select a friend's timeline in a group. But we're just going to do this straight into the group. So let's do this. You're on your home page, your news feed. All right, let me go to the news feed, and let's look for some public groups in Canada. Okay, my good buddy Bob Robert Brooker lives up in Canada. Okay, and we're going to, whoops, that's post. I want to go back over here to groups. Click on groups. We want to go to the groups feed, search groups containing the word Canada. Okay. And you can do this for Texas. You can do it for New York. You can do it for just about any country you can think of. All right. And here it shows you a synopsis of 5 groups. If it's blue, this is a group that you already belong to, okay? You want to see more, click that See All gray button, and you can see a big list, okay? And here we see some that are grayed out, and that means I'm not a member of that group, okay? So I would do this. I would click that to join the group, and they say no. ¿Vives en Canadá? No. Me vivo en los Estados Unidos. Okay. Agree to the group rules. There. They might let me in, they might not. Okay. But let's say we want to post something in the groups, and we've got a template already put together in a Word doc file or a text file like here in Notepad. So I'm just going to copy this real quick just to show you an example. All right. And let me jump back over here and see if anybody's leaving comments. Hey, Shelly. Yes. Shelly. That's my girl. She is on fire over in California. I heard that Shelly was so hot and on fire, she started some forest fires over there, and they even named it after her. They called it the French fire, but actually that's the Shelly fire. Okay, Shelly is on fire over there in California, building a team. Oh, that's me. I just put that in there, didn't I? Okay, and crypto signals directory. Okay, that's one of the pages that I run, and that's another one. Lubbock Jobs and Employment is on the line. Shelly, if you got some comments, feel free to comment under this video. Okay, we're going to jump back over here and show you step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay. If you want to do this one at a time, don't left click on this, but right click and open up that link in a new tab. Okay. Then come over here where it opens up that new tab. You see it circling. And then this is not one of the groups that I own. This is a group that I am a member of. And here we want to find where to create a public post And while you're at it, if you come over here and you just want to search for public groups, click that and it'll reset the directory to where it shows nothing but public groups. Public groups are a lot easier and faster sometimes to join than the private groups, okay? They have less restrictions. And then what I'm going to do is left click into that caption, and over here I'm going to right click and paste, all right? Because I have already taken the text from this right here and highlighted that whole string. Now, you're probably wondering why did I turn the word wrap off, okay? Because if you have the word wrap on like this, and you grab it and you copy it, sometimes you get a line break in the middle of your post. So I turn the format word wrap off, and then I take that whole string and highlight that whole string and copy it, and then I go back and paste it. Now here, when you're posting directly to the groups and you got the link embedded in your post, you got to be careful not to do too many too fast, or you'll get flagged. Everybody knows the rules of Facebook. You get thrown in Facebook jail, you know. And while I'm at it, don't use Marketplace to try to market one of these offers, especially this. I just got flagged out of Facebook Marketplace this morning or last night. I can't buy or sell on this particular Facebook account in the Facebook Marketplace. I'm not really all that worried about it, okay? Here, if you want to bold some things, take your text and highlight the text and do a Control B, or use the tool to mark it as bold, all right? And then if you want to do something like this, take that and bold it, and you can italicize it, give it some attributes, and it doesn't have an underline, so you do a Control U to put an underline on it, all right? And then everything else, another tip, you don't want to use more than 2 hashtags, okay, like here. You don't want to use more than 2 hashtags in the summary of a post. If you do, the Facebook algorithms, spiders, they will flag you for using too many too often. Okay, so 2 is usually about the limit. And now this is ready to post, so you just take that and post it, okay? And after you get through, you've posted there, you can close that tab, go back to your directory, because remember, we did a right click, open it up in a new tab. Now, here's another thing you can do. Instead of going one by one, let's say you want to do 4 or 5, okay? And let's just do right click, open in a new tab. It works a little different on Firefox. I'm using Chrome. Right click, open in a new tab. Right click, open in a new tab. Right click, open in a new tab. I'm just going to do 4 for right now, okay? And once you see it come into focus and it gives you a place to post, you want to go into, let's see, where do they allow you to post, okay? Okay, so I've got a post in here that's already under review. It hadn't been approved yet, so let's go ahead and close that. Let's go to the next group. USA, Canada, UK, Australia, Japan, China. Okay, Wendell. I see Wendell over there chatting with me. Okay, here, let's go left click, open up the Create Post dialog box. right click and paste, because remember, we've already got that pasted in. So if you want attributes on it again, like I said, you've got to highlight the text that you want to put attributes on it, if you want to bold it. If you put an H1 tag, it's going to blow everything up. It'll use the H1 or the H2, you know, it'll blow it all up into that and turn it off. We can just do a simple bold and go back and click the B for bold, okay? And that's a direct post. And remember, you don't want to do this too fast too many times. You know, some people, if they're new, if they have a new account on Facebook, they might be able to do 5 a day, maybe 10 a day. Some people might be able to do 5 or 10 in one session. Others may not. Okay, so let's go down here and see if, did I close that? Let's see, one more check real quick. I may not have posted in here. All right, so this is one of those groups. It's a buy-sell group, and I can no longer buy or sell on Facebook, and I really don't care, okay? So here's another one. We're on a USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Europe, Earn Money Online group, okay? Now, there's a lot of noise, and I'll admit there's a lot of noise on these groups, and your post is probably going to get pushed down. It'll probably get pushed down in the feed if it's, you know, and I'm not going to give this any attributes right now, okay? I'm just going to post it plain, all right? So you see it right here. It just came up under this moderator's announcements. And that is the benefit of owning the group. If you are the admin, owner, and moderator, or a co-admin of a group, you pretty much have dictatorial control over what takes place in your group. Now, I'm not going to show everybody how to do your settings right now. Just basically going to show you real quick how you can post a group post, okay, and get some traffic. Now, a lot of people are promoting stuff that's kind of, you know, it's the same noise as everybody else. They say, yeah, you know, I've seen this before. But if you've got something unique and it's a little bit different, like what I'm posting here, you can, you know, pretty much see a little bit. I built a team of a little over 100 people in 30 days just using Facebook groups, okay? One of the Facebook groups that I own, okay, it's the Big Legitimate Online Work at Home Jobs group. It's got, something like 83,000, 72,000, 72.9 thousand, okay? And let's see, I did this one about 3 hours ago. This is, of course, that right there, cryptobillionaire.groovepages.com/overview. That's just a bridge page, okay? So if they click the picture, click the link, or click the description, it's going to open it up to the page. And if you don't have a bridge page and you want one, and you're on my team, get with me, okay? I'll show you where to get one. I'll send you the link where you can get one, and I'll send you the share code where you can get this page put together. I only have 2 videos on this page, okay? I've got one that is called an overview, and I've got another one that's /iHub. Okay, so it's got the girl with the video with the pug doing that. It shows the price of helium. And then, of course, this video right here is, I think, about a 12, 13-minute video that Brian Kiplinger did. He helped me put this together. All I did was plug in the meta tags and the Advis script. All right. So that's what is going to work for you. Over here is Tony's group. We've got, let's see, 8 people in here so far. Let me reload the page just to check real quick. Still got 8 members, okay. And I'm going to come over here and look to see, hey, there is Robert Brooker. Okay. Facebook user, hey, Ernest. Facebook user, if you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and authorize your name, I can see who you are. Okay. Robert Brooker is up in Toronto. He's on my team. And Robert is giving a shout out to Shelley over in California. And yes, using the word wrap in your notepad text file like this over here. Okay, yeah, it does. It'll break the you know, the sentence. Robert says, I tried selling something on Marketplace. The person who responded was scary. Unfortunately, I sold it to someone else. You know, I get some real characters on Marketplace, and they'll ask all kinds of questions. When can I come pick it up? You know, I said, well, if you had read the directions in the ad and highlight the link and go over there, you could order it and have it delivered. You wouldn't have to drive over. But, you know, that's dealing with, you know, a lot of people on Facebook and Marketplace, okay? You do have to kind of control what you write in your copy. You don't want to open up a Pandora's box and say, if you have any questions, call me, because, you know, they will, okay? Robert asked me, what about solo ads? Solo ads, with a lot of providers, Solo Ad Universe is good with Zane. He was one of the main suppliers over at DFY Solos. They have some real good publishers. Know your solo ad provider. Know them personally, okay? Because not all solo ad providers are equal. Some, like Extreme Lead Program, and I won't mention the owner's name, but extremeleadprogram.com, they have some really crappy leads, a bunch of bots and fake traffic. You will get a lot of traffic that will slam your server basically with a DDoS, dynamic denial of service attack, and shut your server down. It happened to us there for several days here about a week or two ago, because Extreme Lead Program sends out a bunch of crap traffic, fake traffic, and bots. They're not real people. I learned this lesson 7 years ago, but if you go with Zane, if you go over here to DFY, which was Clay Montgomery's site, he's left it up. He's retired. He is telling people to click here for quality targeted traffic. And when you click on that, it will take you to soloaduniverse.com. Now, the way Zane operates, if you want solo ad traffic, he's pretty much the same price as what Clay was. Read his script over here. Send him an email. Tell him what you want in the way of traffic. Tier 1 is all he does. 80% tier 1 or 100% tier 1. Okay. 100% tier 1. This is not available right now. Here, email him at soloaduniverse@gmail.com. 200 unique email clicks, $160. This is 100% tier 1. Tier 1 would be your countries like US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, English-speaking countries where they have kind of an open economy, all right? Credit-based economy or cash. This 80% plus tier 1 is premium. It's about $10 cheaper, okay? So there's not much difference in what Clay was charging. Clay was charging, I think, for a minimum package of 200 email clicks, $160 on the old Opal package. This is good traffic because the bulk of his traffic was coming from Zane and Zane's publishers. So go over there and check out soloaduniverse.com. And you see even Clay is using them. Clay is basically retired, living over in the Philippines now. Just recently got married. Congratulations, Clay. I hope you're watching. The difference in Zane's traffic is he's got buyers. These are proven buyers, not tire kickers. They're not a bunch of looky-loos, okay? So you're going to get premium traffic. If you can afford more, fine. But the cheapest one that you're going to get is 200 clicks for $150. That's 80% plus tier 1, or 100% premium tier 1 for $10 more. If you can afford it, go with 500. I have been having some extremely awesome percentages with this. I have 200 unique clicks. I have gotten 50 to 85% opt-ins. And then out of the opt-ins, depending on the offer, I would have anywhere from 10 to 12% conversions, okay? So it's good traffic, damn good traffic. So Firefox, if it's updated, Robert says, uses Chrome as a base. Yes, I've seen that. Robert, I tell you what, she's kind of a cutie, but she needs somebody to do her hair, doesn't she? I always kind of jokingly say that's a girl with a bad hairdo, the girl with the pug. Robert, if you need some help with your copy, just call me. You know how I can do things on the fly. You write your copy will do the work for you over and over, okay? So Robert was offered $10,000 to marry a Filipino that said I wouldn't even have to meet here. I've heard about things like that. You'll do her hair? Okay. Okay, I'm sure she could use some help there, okay? Okay, guys, I've been going for 30 minutes. I thought I was going to keep this down to about 10 minutes or less. Excuse me. I've been eating a biscuit. Eating at my desk, drinking coffee. So get over here and take a look at this video and use this strategy, okay? I'm just going to go and post another one. Since I own this group, I've owned this group for the past, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 years. There it is again. I'll just post that. Now, here's something else. I want to give you one more tip. If you post in one of these groups and you don't turn the comments off, you do see some people spamming your thread. It's kind of a double-edged sword, but let me explain, okay? You might feel like, you know, why don't they go and do their own post? You know, that's granted. But they're really doing you a favor because every time they spam your post in the comment thread, They're just bumping it back up to the top of the thread or to the top of their feed in that group. If you want to turn the comments off, click those three buttons up here, scroll down to turn off commenting, like that right there. If you leave the comments turned on and people start spamming your thread with these WhatsApp posts, most people on the groups are going to know that they're spammers and they're not going to get any traffic. I don't know who taught them to do that or why they do it, because it's worse than lazy, okay? I mean, they're just not going to get that much traffic, very few. But if the people that are looking at your post and they see your post, they're basically going to ignore everything down under in the comments and the spammers and the scammers. They're just going to ignore them, okay? I could put a post up here and say something like, you got a business to post? Post it here, spam my thread. I'm not going to do that because you don't want to encourage knucklehead activity and behavior when you got enough of them that'll do it on their own, okay? So I hope this has been helpful to you guys. Shelley, I hope you have found this helpful. And Robert, I know you have. You're always there. Appreciate you showing up. And if you guys have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Send me a chat over here on Facebook. I'm going to stop this thread. And see, I got my Dish Network hat on today. So if you want to check out to see how that page works, let me open up, go back to share. And I've got one over here at cryptobillionaire.groovepages.com/iHub, which is basically a clone without the text up at the top, okay? But as far as the content and the videos, everything else is pretty much a clone. It's got an extra video in it, okay? It's got one of the company videos in here, and then it's got a subscription to our training newsletter. That's the main site. The other one is the overview. So go into that. And this is what I have been advertising today. The only difference between the overview and the iHub site is the text up here where it says watch both videos for a shorter overview. This one here doesn't have that. And this only has 2 videos and the bridge buttons. Okay, there's no forms on this. So, you want to look at the copy that you're putting on. You got to give people instructions what to do. Here, it just basically, it doesn't tell them what to do. Maybe I should, tell them, click the link below or click the image or, whatever. You can always go back and edit the post and click the link below. And there. You get too much text on here, you'll see the link on there that says see more. You don't want to get too many lines on there. I think it'll take like 6 lines before it starts scrolling off to the see more. Anyway, hope you guys have found this useful. I'm going to stop this and we will close out and see you on the next tutorial. Thank you for showing up.